Laws of Power. I know you must have heard about this book. And if you haven't, then let me just give you an intro about this book. You know, this book is also called as most dangerous book in this world. And also called as the most controversial book. And just because of this reason, in US prison, this book is also banned. And obviously people have created one excuse that, hey, this was not the reason. Reason was something else, that's why. Just to hide that specific reason. And then you might say to me, okay, very good, but what kind of laws, what kind of things are written in this book? Then what is the reason that this, because of that, book is also banned and also called as most dangerous book and controversial book? And if I tell you, in this book, things are written which we have already experienced and which we never noticed. And things are written of human psychology, how humans work. And when I say that human psychology, don't think like, oh, so difficult, so hard. No. In very simple language, I should say that it's written in very simple language, but through stories. And that's what it is written. How human works. And if you will see the chart of 48 laws of power, then you will feel like, really? Never outshine a master. Why? Why not to outshine a master? Why not to outshine that thing which we are good at? Or why not to trust too much on our friends? Why not to trust too much on our friends? It's our friends, by the way. Why not? And use your enemy. How to use enemy? Why to use enemy? They are enemy. You will feel like, hey, what they are saying? Is it rubbish? Why not to trust on our friends? They are friends, close friends. Why not to outshine a master? Everybody say, show your skills, show your skills. But why they all are saying that? No. And whatever you will read, you will feel like something like, everything is seeing like opposite. And it is written something like that, hey, make people work for you and take the credit. Something like that. I didn't remember the whole thing, but that's a line. Take the credit of hard work of other people. This is what is written. And people are even saying that, hey, why it is written? People are doing hard work. You are taking credit? No. Everything should be equally divided. That person do hard work. That person should take credit. That person do hard work. That person should take credit. Wrong thing. And you feel like something is like opposite. It should be like, hey, you should outshine your master. Hey, you should trust on your friends. And don't use your enemy. But how? And why everything is written opposite? And it is attracting you towards those all laws. And if you will read that book, you will find that thing, literally, I never noticed that thing. Never, ever. And lots of quotes are there like that. Hey, speak less, do more. Don't say by your words, show by your actions. And when you will read the law number 1, never outshine your master, you will actually gonna feel something and you will actually gonna understand what that person wants to say in that single line. Because you must have heard of these quotes several times in your life, but when you will read that book, you will actually gonna feel it. And that's what's the thing. And as I just told you at the start that it's banned in US prison. This is what is the reason. It's literally very controversial. And you know, in this book, the things are there which never ever anybody will gonna tell you. Never ever. Never ever. Doesn't matter how much highest training you will take, but never ever. And if anybody will tell you, a person will give you only hint, but never gonna tell you in a very detailed manner. Because that person will not want from you that, hey, you go above that person. And even if you go above that person will like to take a credit from you. That person will feel jealous. And jealousy is not a small thing. And if I tell you, just because of jealousy, lots of murders are also done. That I will not explain you, but that is what. Because I just told you this thing that just because of jealousy, lots of murders are also done. Look, my perspective was not to tell you, hey, this murder, that murder, but don't take this word jealousy as small. I'll tell you the thing that, hey, that why I'm making a video about this book and what's that reason. And obviously, there are lots of videos on this specific topic that, hey, the 40 laws of power and specific book is also there. But why I'm making specific video on specific laws and law number 1, ready for it. And let me just tell you, you know, this book was actually written before like 10, 20 decades before. 10, 20 years before. So, and even this book is written like with the stories which were like historical. So much historical, like this king, that queen. I don't think they are wrong or the way that person wrote this book was wrong. No, it was good. But those names and people just said this thing to me that, hey, everything nice, we got the point, but in every chapter, out of 100, we just get 20%. But if you want to understand everything, we want to relate to it. Because we are not able to relate. We are not able to get every single thing. Because we are not matching their status, king and queens, and we, normally human beings, how? So lots of people said this thing to me. So that's why I thought that why not to make a specific detailed video on specific law. So that you can understand that law, understand the law, importance of that law, and even I'm just making the series, and even in every single law, I have just given you example which you actually can relate. And I'm guaranteeing you there won't be any kind of like example which you will not even relate it. No, it won't be any kind of, because they are this much relatable. It's like your schoolmates, classmates, those all, your friends, family members, they are this much of depth I have given you. And this much I have detail I've explained you in those all particular law so that you can relate it and you can get the importance of it. And even, you know, when you will read this book, you will even find that there were people who were so much rich, so much educated, but there were people why they were pretending that they are not educated enough. They are not having enough money. There are people who are like rich, but still they're like behaving like a middle class person, showing that they're not rich. But still, sometimes they're showing like it, and one moment comes, they just rock it like anything. You must have seen that kind of people. And that's what, in a very detailed manner, I told you everything. And I'm just guaranteeing you, you won't find that kind of video anywhere else, because everybody is obviously a very controversial video, so nobody usually make videos in it. So I have made it, so I prefer you that you should watch it. And I just can't tell you, your mind will be blown. Because the things which are actually there in that book are literally damn. You have experienced through it, and just because of the reason you were either small, you were in your teens, or you were a child, that's why you were like so much open-minded, you just want like tell everything, or just because of the reason you said anything to your friend, just because of that your business went like finish. Your mind will be blown. Just because of small thing, this big loss I have to face, and I thought the reason was not this, but another. So these all things I have this explained you in this whole this series, and I'm saying it again. You are lucky to have this video. Just because of the reason, look, in US prison, this book, because of the reason, as I just told you, in US prison, this book is banned. And they do not want that this real face of this world, how people work, especially those who are big entrepreneurs, big business owner. What's their real face? They do not want that thing to come out. And that's why they have banned. And they have used a lot of different excuses to cover it, which nobody will obviously want to tell you. So that's what I have told you in this series. So I prefer you that you must watch it.